All right, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I am Snowball813, and today we're going to be talking about Batman Day. Just going through some of the awesome things that I absolutely love about Batman. In case if you can't tell, I absolutely love it all. I've got the hat on. I've got a whole gigantic Batman display just kind of behind me. That's really my thing. I am just a Batman fanatic. That's just me, a huge fan. Give me 1 second. We got to turn up the fan in here. Oh, it's a little bit hot in this office. So today for 2020, it is Batman Day right here on September 19th. I've kind of been trying to get the stream up and rolling. It's taken some time. Sorry about that. But anyway, we are going to be talking about Batman Day for those of you who once again are kind of tuning in. It's going to be an absolutely awesome time. So I kind of have always loved comic books ever since I was a kid. I saw the whole Batman trilogy from Christopher Nolan in theaters. Seen Batman vs. Superman, Justice League, all of these other things. Really excited for the brand new Matt Reeves film. And I just have always found it so intriguing about this vigilante who's a detective, someone who is completely mortal and normal, but uses his wealth, his knowledge, his technology, and his past in order to kind of keep on pushing through in order to become one of the best superheroes of all time, in my opinion. So, all that being said, I kind of wanted to just show you guys what I kind of do for Batman Day, kind of what I like, what I love. So right behind me, if you can see clearly, let's kind of move my mic out just a little bit. This is my whole Funko Pop display over here. So I've got up here on the top is pretty much every Batman pop that I own, which I know that there's a lot more, don't get me wrong. But these are the ones that I absolutely love, and they're mainly from a very, very, very specific arc of comic books that I also enjoy, and let me show you what that is. All right, so the comic book franchise that I love, I believe it came out in 2017 or 2018, and it's just been super popular since then, has been the Dark Knights Metal franchise. This is absolutely one of the coolest things. This is the DC deck building game for it from Cryptozoic. I love playing this with my friends. It's a blast. I actually have a bunch of the other DC deck building games literally right behind me, just off camera, that you can't see. Huge shout out to my buddy over my Bullard Gaming, who is kind of allowing me to use some of his equipment for the stream this evening. I originally intended to do like an insanely long stream and like sit here and like do like a whole game preview, but that's a little bit irresponsible of me. I just got to kind of make sure that I can make time for everything within my life. And as much as I love the Caped Crusader, I definitely still want to make time for my friends and for my family. So let me know if you're in chat. What's your favorite thing about Batman? What's your like favorite story for Batman? I know I kind of did a reach out to some of my friends and to some of the polls that I have kind of gone through, and they've kind of reached back out to me and told me some of their absolutely favorite things about Batman. So I have a friend who says, let's see if I can pull this up. Awesome. He's talking about how for him, he really became a huge Batman film right from the whole Christopher Nolan films. Since then, he's loved that dark, gritty type of Batman, that gritty type of Joker that we see from Heath Ledger and all of his performance, all the way to what we are reading in the comic books. And from the cinematic universe, he's saying that he actually got to watch some of the animated films, and he said that one of his favorite films is the Batman Hush film. I love that film, like love it. Let me make sure I don't smack my mic here. But the Batman Hush film is absolutely great. I actually subscribe to DC Universe, which actually just announced, I think yesterday, that they're switching over to DC Infinite, which is going to be their main comic book platform. And I'm actually excited about that. I think it's still well worth the money, just for the investment of comics alone. I've got a whole bunch of comics that are also right here behind me, and that's just so much money. To have a subscription service where you can read it right off of your tablet, it's great. Don't get me wrong, some subscription services, they are a bit of a scam, but some are well worth it. Could not speak more highly about this. So, another one of my friends, let's see what he had kind of mentioned. Reading these all off my notes here on my computer. So, my other buddy says that he absolutely loves the Under the Red Hood film and that whole story arc with Jason Todd. That's an amazing arc. Like, I cannot even tell you how great that is. When Arkham Knight went into it, spoiler alert, although the game's what, like 5 years old, 10 years old? I don't know. Let's see. Quick little Google search can always answer it, right? Yeah, 5 years old. Yeah, more than 5 years old. Yeah, for a game that's more than 5 years old. In case if it hasn't already been spoiled for you, Jason Todd serves as the Arkham Knight, which is essentially Red Hood, and that's really cool. And the Under the Red Hood franchise of the film is also very unique, where Jason Todd comes back after being brutally beaten by the Joker, which is one of my most favorite villains of all time. Actually, a lot of you don't really know this, and I'll have to do some type of it's behind the scenes in order to get like my PC in the shot and everything, but I kind of have decked out my whole office Batman and Joker themed. So it's an artistic expression piece for what I really enjoy. So right now I've got the Secret Lab Titan chair. That's like my go-to chair. Absolutely love it. A buddy of mine bought the Omega, and I just needed something with some better support. And right before quarantine hit, I bought this chair, and it was phenomenal. It's got that lumbar support. It is amazing. Anyway, getting back to the Red Hood thing. So Arkham Knight was an awesome game. I've played through that as well. And I actually watched Under the Red Hood with my fiance. That was her second film in the DC franchise. The first one was actually, I can see my buddy over here says it's his favorite DC story line and kind of film is The Killing Joke. Great, but very dark. Not a family-friendly film whatsoever. Same thing if you go like into Death of the Family and all these other things. Yeah. And speaking of the Arkham Knight, I've played that franchise before. My first adventure into the Arkham universe, whatever you want to call it per se, was Arkham City, which is the second game over the grand total of 4, because although they call it the Arkham Trilogy, there is Arkham Origins, which serves as the prequel to everything. So I played Arkham City first. Love that game. Became enthralled by the combat system, the visuals, the storyline, the integration of everything from Batman's whole universe. That was an amazing job is that NetherRealm or is that Rocksteady? I think it's Rocksteady. I'm like 90% sure it's Rocksteady. Anyway, if you're in the comments and you look it up, just let me know if it's Rocksteady or if it's NetherRealm. But I'm almost positive it's Rocksteady because I think NetherRealm makes the Injustice games. So I played that, absolutely loved it. Got Arkham Origins when it came out, played that. Absolutely loved the Arkham Origins multiplayer. Very interesting to have a Batman multiplayer game where it's not just like a fighter like Mortal Kombat, but one where you've got like a gang who's in the streets that then is being run by either Joker or Bane, and then Batman and Robin are working together as that dynamic duo in order to take them down. That's really cool. Played through Arkham Knight. I actually played through it a little bit after it came out. I spent all my years in college with no upgraded systems or consoles whatsoever. So I waited a couple of years in order to finally make the splurge, and I bought an Xbox One. And the first game I bought was Arkham Knight, and no one saw me for like a week because that was a phenomenal game. But now that I think about it, I think there's the main game that like everybody has played. And I kind of want to go over it for just a little bit. And I'm not going to be streaming for super long, but what was interesting? For the 80th anniversary of Batman, Epic Games did like the best thing in the world, and they gave out the Arkham franchise, minus Origins, for free. So I think, let me see. Click that. Yeah, you know what? Let's kind of see if I have this game installed on my computer, because I think I do, and if I do, that would be awesome to play through. So, all right, let's see. Epic Game Store. Haha! I do have it installed. So I am like the worst Batman fan, I guess, in the world, because I have never played through Arkham Asylum, which apparently is like the main game in the whole franchise that like everybody plays through. So let's try to get this booted up. See how well it runs. Alright, got that going. Alright. Looks like it's booting up. Arkham Asylum. Very, very, very unique game. I think you're just on Arkham Island in this game rather than being in like... Well, I think Arkham City, you're on the island too. I just think it's like a section of Gotham City, if I remember correctly. Let's switch on over. Yeah. Alright. Let's click this to start. Let's put some subtitles on, because if I know Batman games, people will mumble. That like always happens. I'm very intrigued to see what happens in this game. For those of you who are wondering, when it comes to games like this, like story mode based, I actually don't use keyboard and mouse. I'm one of the non-PC Master Race people, and I whip out this little thing right here. It's the Xbox Series 2 Elite controller. These things are like amazing. It's my bread and butter. So yeah, it's absolutely awesome. Let's see. I got a buddy who just put in my Twitch, Bearded Sage Games. What's up, brother? We're still out and about. When we get back tonight, if you want a game soon, yeah, that's my buddy Jason, also known as the Bearded Sage. Yeah, dude. Let's definitely do it. Let's get together and play some games. I think my awesome fiance is going to be home. I might buy her tabletop simulator, and we could play some games on there. Gosh, look at the graphics on this game. It's a little bit different. Okay. Okay, so this looks par for the course for Arkham Asylum. I feel like this game has a very like greenish tint all over it. Like I know Arkham Knight and Arkham City are like those try to blow your console and your PC up type games, but this looks good. Mm. Man, Mark Hamill, his whole performance as the Joker, voice acting, is phenomenal. Like I feel like Bruce Wayne should know by now that like nothing's ever right. So what's unique about this game is like my PC's doing fine. I just feel like I wonder, can you do? You know, that's so unique that like you can't edit graphics settings on a game that's this old. I guess what? Arkham Knight came out 5 years ago, so this probably had to come out with like 10. Pretty sure that dude does become mayor if I remember. Yeah, you can't do anything. But like it's weird because like I feel like the graphics are like choppy, but I also have to remember that like the game is just old. Gosh, the voice acting is just amazing. Just checking to see what the PC runs. So like, I don't have any issue. Like I know I've run Arkham Knight on this, but I just like to look at it. I wonder if King Croc is in here. Is there anything over here? So there's a gateway, but there's nothing to... Okay, well. That's what I get for taking too long. So cocky, but yet, I mean, he's right though. Doesn't like every single Batman villain break out? Mark Hamill is insane. He's actually probably the only voice actor who's insane enough to actually voice the Joker properly. So, all right. So I've played like Arkham games before, just not Asylum. I literally have no idea what's gonna happen. Oh gosh. Oh good lord. Yikes. Oh, they look fine to me. Let me kind of go and check this out real quick. Hang on one second. I got an important text message to check out. All right, cool. I mean, that does seem a little bit sketchy. Great. That's exactly what we want to hear. Mm-hmm. Yikes, that doesn't sound good. Oh, Gordon. So, hang on. I'll talk in a minute. Oh, Harley Quinn. Of course. Oh, okay. Combat's still really good and fluid. I mean, it's a little bit more fluid in the Arkham City games, like, sure. But, you know, it's not bad. Yikes. Oh, gosh. That's what happens when you go to adjust something on your desk, and it's a game like this. Requires time-based counters. Okay, so you... Ooh, okay, so blocking while you're on top of them is a little bit more difficult in the first game. So they'll just hit you. Okay. You can't just roll out. So I saw this. So I feel like the graphics on this, like, well, oh, hey, Riddler trophy. While they're not bad, I feel like they are just very much more cartoon based, which is okay. It's just it's different. So, what do you guys think of that starting for Arkham Asylum, where Harley Quinn is the one who is completely in charge of the whole facility right when she gets in? Really interesting, right? Um, so I noticed. Oh gosh, let me not rip my whole headset out as I try to reposition. So Gordon's obviously alive in this, which I'm sure many of you watched DC Fandom or saw the trailers that were the result of DC Fandom. And we got news that we're getting 2 new DC games. Yeah, from Rocksteady, so that would make sense. Well, one's Rocksteady, one's, I think, WB Montreal. The one I'm most excited about is going to be Gotham Knights, which looks like it's a sequel to Arkham Knight because, spoiler alert, if you do the Nightfall Protocol for all of Arkham Knight, Bruce Wayne winds up blowing up Wayne Mansion, the Batcave, everything that's in there. But like they give you a hint that like he might be alive using like the Scarecrow gas that was shown in the film, all those other things. But Gotham Knights is not a direct sequel because they mentioned specifically in the trailer that Jim Gordon's dead, which, I mean, minor spoiler alert, Jim Gordon is alive at the end of Arkham Knight. So we know that Gotham Knights is not a direct sequel within the Arkhamverse, but still looks like a great game nonetheless. And then I believe in the Arkhamverse, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is within that verse where it's following Harley Quinn and that whole crew. Very excited to see those games. But yeah, let me know in the chat or in the comments if you're watching either here on Twitch or on YouTube what you think about the brand new games that are coming out in the DC Comics verse, or what about just DC Comics in general. I know all of the DC shows that were on their Universe app have now switched over to HBO Max, which a lot of people have because HBO Max has, what is it, like Big Bang Theory. They've got Game of Thrones, they've got films, they've got a whole bunch of access to a lot of types of entertainment. I think that maybe by moving some of the DC properties over to HBO is actually going to help increase the popularity of DC overall. I mean, we know we have the Snyder Cut that's coming out, which I'm super excited, even though it's going to be 4-hour-long installments. I think that it's going to really help rectify some of the hatred against the DCEU. Not all of it, because I understand, like, Marvel just does a good job. I think DC, when they're making films, I think they're trying to do carbon copies of what Marvel's doing, and that's not necessarily accurate for what they should do. I think DC specifically different for a reason. You don't need 10 origin stories of Batman. We understand it. But being able to go into the more intriguing storylines that show... Ooh, wow. Sorry. That was a weird yawn. That show the depth of the type of villains and content that you're going to have. I think that would be really, really, really awesome to go into. So, yeah. Because, like, for instance, I mean, like, just thinking. And hang on. Like, if I'm looking here, okay, so let me put my headset back on. Like, I would love for them to do, and not just because I'm a fanboy of it, although I am a huge fanboy, but, like, they have the DC Metals franchise, right? And, like, they have the Batman Who Laughs. So this is my copy of the comic book. I got it shortly after it kind of got released. I absolutely love the Batman Who Laughs. My fiance finds him incredibly creepy, which is okay. But, like, this is a really, really, really cool villain. Like it's awesome. Sorry, I know that there's a lot of glare because I have it in a protective case. So let me try to move that closer to the camera. Oh, does that make it worse? Yeah, it does make it a little bit worse. I'm sorry about that. And it's like out of focus in general. But anyway, you can go find this comic, like, honestly, online, anywhere the comics are sold. And they're great. But, like, we'll never get to this because you would have to flesh out so many stories within Batman, keep the same Batman actor. Like, you would have to be pumping out constant content. And I think that realistically, DC just lends itself better for more of the television shows. You can go through stories, like, year after year. I mean, Arrow was basically, you know, Batman just, like, 2.0 and, like, alternate universe. But, like, that's awesome. They got to go through a lot. In the, 8 years that show ran, I mean, they covered Deathstroke, they covered Ra's al Ghul, they covered Prometheus, they covered Talia al Ghul, they covered a lot, even the Crisis story arc. And you wouldn't really get to do that on film unless you had the ability to pump out the amount of films that an organization like Disney and Marvel are able to. I mean, they've got great actors who are in these roles, but you have to remember, like, being able to pump out 2-3 Marvel films a year, like, that takes an incredible amount of resources. And while I think that Warner Brothers does have those resources, I think that they would have to not be so focused on copying, but leaning into what makes DC Comics DC. So, anyway, that was the introduction to Arkham Asylum. Here, let me go put this comic book back, and then we can kind of get back into it. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's hop back on over into the game stream. See what's happening. What am I supposed to be hitting? Oh. I think on Xbox there was like an achievement for getting rid of all those things. Can't remember what, like, detective mode is on this. Not that, that's for sure. I mean, they haven't really said anything about detective mode, so that's fine. Okay, so we're in the processing corridor. And yeah, Batman, that's kind of how villains work. Ooh, my audio is really loud in this game. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. Brutal. I don't know if y'all have seen that meme. I wish I had it loaded up. And you know, I should have because I knew I was streaming Batman today. But where it's like being part of the I won't kill you, but your hospital bills might gang. And it's like him, Spider-Man, and Daredevil. That's like the truth, though. Oh, that's cool. They did that. I just have to clear these out. That drive me insane. I think in some of the later games, they actually include like their like first appearance and stuff like that. Oh, no, they do. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Joker comes in Batman #1. That's awesome. And he comes in Detective Comics #27. That's cool. Let's see when they had her in. 67. Wow. Okay, so he also comes in the same issue as Batman. Comes in 1948. Wow. Oh, so Sharp is a brand new character for this game. Let's see if there's anything this way. It's not always true. He's got Robin. He's got all the rest of them. He does good on his own. But he also does really well with other people. Oh, see, there we go. I wonder if they give you a way to come back and... Yep, nope, that didn't do anything. Okay, so detective mode still works. It's just haven't given you the full tutorial or told you what to do yet. Okay. Oh, Victor Zsasz. He's the dude who like marks himself every time he kills a dude. Yikes. The audio is really good on this game. Like, so whoever mixed this just did a really good job. Okay, Victor Zsasz. Oh, Harley. Wow, she didn't show up till 99? That's crazy. And she's super popular. Yeah, he didn't show up till 92. Wow. Well, at least there wasn't like an enemy there that like I could have triggered stealth from, because that would have been highly inaccurate. Oh. Proof that you gotta look in every direction, right, guys? Let me hurry up before I let them accidentally die from talking to you guys. Okay, so... Can't see Steve. Oh. I'm not sure what it's wanting me to look for. There we go. Let me just destroy those as I come across them. I wonder if he's gonna have like a moment where like you almost catch him and then, of course, you don't because it's this game. Oh gosh! Didn't watch my field of view. Okay, so if you time it in just enough time. I love that like backwards flip where like he just like spikes them into the ground. Yikes. Oh great. Awesome. Big hideous creature to fight off. There you go. Okay. Just try to get him to charge me. Oh, or he could just go down. Yeah, see, I told you it's like that standard, like you're just about to catch him, and then we kind of like lose track of him. Kind of look like a Bane infused dude, which I think is the plot of this game. Like I have a rough type of memory, but it's been a minute. Oh, okay. I got a new upgrade. Okay, that's not available. Yeah, let's go with the stealth option. Well, you can wait a second while I grab the Riddler trophy. Oh, great. Of course, there's someone corrupt. Uh-huh. Open the door. So this game came out in 2009, based upon the overall thing of the game. So it's an 11-year-old game. Well, no, it would help if I, opened the map and looked. Sounds like me. Hang on. Just make sure there's no other way in. Yep, nope. Go up. You could drop down. Thank you. Is this same door locked? Okay, then maybe I just went the complete wrong way. Which is a high possibility and a high probability. Yeah, I needed to go this way. That would be going the wrong way. That's really awesome just how they did that. Yikes. But we know she goes a bit crazy from all that. Okay, so there's a little shimmy there. Alright. Seems like a very long tutorial. However, you have to remember, this is the first game like this that comes out in 2009. So it would make sense that the starting area is rather big. and in depth. Ooh. Okay, let's get this vent open. Which one spotted me? That's odd. Those are one of the coolest death sequence things that I've seen. That's really awesome. Yeah, the Arkham games do a good job of that. Okay. Looks like some of them got taken down, which will be good. Not really sure exactly where it wants me to go. Okay, like, I get that, but, like... Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, so... There's gotta be stealthy options up over here. Glad I picked up that inverted takedown. Like, I want to take him down, but like, I don't want to get shot. Okay. Okay. There we go. There's another one down. Alright, so this is another stealth type of mission of Batman. Let's see what I can upgrade. Let's just do that. It's gonna have to happen at some point. Yikes. Another villain that comes in. So I've done a lot of villain drops, whether it's like Killer Croc, they mentioned Two-Face, Harley Quinn, Zaz, and now Riddler. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Yikes. There you know, there's another Riddler trophy. I'd have to come back and get it. I don't have anything explosive yet. Okay. Just trying to get out of this area here. Okay. And I think this is the end of the tutorial right there. so I don't really know where the checkpoint's at, but alright, I think I'm gonna call it there for right now. Yeah, let's see where it loads me back into. Hopefully right there. Oh, okay. Yeah, basically. That's fun. Alright. So, that was the first little bit of Arkham Asylum. As a huge Batman fan, I really, really enjoyed that. I haven't really gotten the chance to ever kind of play through the game. Although I've played through City and Night and even Origins, I have not had the chance to finish this one. So it's really, really great that I'm able to kind of just be here and go through it. Well, thank you so much for just stopping by this channel. Once again, I'm Steven, also known as Snowball813. And I just thank you for your viewership and for your support and for stopping by the channel. I absolutely love doing what I do. It's great in order to sit here, talk with you guys, make all of those different types of connections, and share a bit of who I am in my life with you guys. Be sure, in order to stay fully up to date with everything that's happening with my channel, along with some of the other channels that I help out at. So one main channel that I kind of join up quite a bit with is going to be Bearded Sage Games. He commented a bit within his stream. Go and check him out. He is an amazing content creator, whether it's just things for all types of digital content, but he does a lot of physical content as well, which is great. And one of the amazing opportunities that I have had with him is that I get to work on his channel for board games. So board games are like one of my main things. I'm just exiting out of the game if y'all heard all that mess. And we absolutely love all of these board games. They're a blast. It's a great way in order to interact with people just on a more physical basis. And during these times of COVID, that is so needed. So be sure, in order to stay tuned into my channel and his channel for anything that could really happen for board games. As a matter of fact, we have a special Halloween stream that's planned. So just a little bit more than a month away, over on the Twitch channel for Bearded Sage Games, as well as his YouTube channel, we are going to be doing an amazing Halloween themed board game event. It's going to be so great. I am so excited to finally be able to release this content to you. And be sure, in order to check it out, October 31st, Halloween night, Bearded Sage Games, we are going over an amazing Halloween Twitch stream. Also, my buddy over at Bullard Gaming, a huge shout out to him. He has actually helped me out so much with this channel, whether it's helping make some of the overlays and transitions to even helping set up this amazing office space. He actually built this PC that I'm playing on right now. He does amazing tech work, and look, even this camera, it's currently on loan from him. I'm about to make that investment and buy my own camera and kind of go into that, and I'm so excited in order to kind of step into this. Look, the channel has finally hit 10 followers. It's going to be really great. So be sure, in order to check out on Halloween night, once again, Bearded Sage Games, and over at the other channel, which is Bullard Gaming. Be sure, he streams every single Friday night for his Call of Duty community nights, where he's on there with Zarth Nation, and they just have a blast and do some amazing and great content creation. Well, if you feel so inclined, it's a donation button that's also onto the channel, which kind of helps me out and just supports everything that's also happening. And let me know what you want to see into the future. Let me know how you celebrated your Batman Day. Did you play through an Arkham game? Did you watch a Batman film? Did you read a comic book? Or did you not even know it was Batman Day and you just stopped by the channel and happened to see that this is something that we're doing? Like, that's awesome. But let me know. And there's going to be some great content that is about to be coming up. So thank you for stopping by. Once again, I am Snowball813. Thanks for tuning in. Take care, guys.